Man, it's windy out here. Yeah.
It's 7:00 p.m.
Hello! West Alameda! It's after 7 o'clock. It's time to give a shout out and thank you to all the frontline and the essential workers, to the doctors, the nurses, the longshoremen, the bus drivers, the truck drivers, those who work in the restaurants, the farmers, the stores, the hotels, postal employees. So please, if you hear my voice, would you clap your hands, honk your horns, shout, make some noise! Thank you, frontline workers! We appreciate what you do! Yeah! How you doing? Thank you. Ooh. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, this is a little thing. Wait a minute, let me turn the light on. Can't you see nothing? So, this is a little thing that I usually keep my phone on and hold it. And then when I don't have to hold it, it does it by itself. But it was outside. I put it on the chair and the wind blew it down and broke it. Hey, Sharon, thank you for that. Hi, Paulette. So I'm going to put some crazy glue, see if I can put it back together. If not, I'll just go buy another one. So, and what I got now is I'm holding it by hand. Okay, so today is March the 23rd. Is day 357. Wow. In less than a week, it's going to be like one whole year. Jeez. Okay, so Tuesday, March 23rd. And as of 6:30 p.m., those who have died from coronavirus all over the world, 2,747,300. And here in the United States, it's 556,883. And yesterday, you can see what it was yesterday. And in the United States, yeah, we're under 1,000, and it's still a lot, but it's not like it was back like last year. It was like we were losing like 5,000-10,000 a day and stuff like that. So, but as always, I do ask you, keeping your prayers and keeping your thoughts, all those who have died from coronavirus, all over the world, here in the United States, here in the state of California, and right here in the Bay Area. Ask you keeping your prayers and your thoughts, those who are
who tested positive for COVID-19 and people who had to go for surgery or had an operation or just had to go to the hospital. Keep them in your prayers and your thoughts. And hey, Denise, what's up? And keep in your prayers all those who are, went to go get their shots today. So give a shout out to Paulette. She went out there and got her shot today. Yeah. Sharon, I know you got your shots already. So yeah. Denise, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go get my second shot tomorrow, y'all. But anyway, and tomorrow, speaking of tomorrow, there's a group here in Alameda called the Youth Activists of Alameda, and they are putting together an anti-Asian violence march tomorrow. And it's going to start off, those of you who are from Alameda and familiar with Alameda, it's going to start off on Willow Street right there where the beach is, Willow and the South Shore Beach, where the beach is, and they're going to make signs up and all this other kind of stuff. And then they're going to march from the beach over to Alameda City Hall, which is on Oak and, I said Oak and Park? No, it's on Oak and Santa Clara. My bad, but, y'all know where it's at. Here, in fact, it's not Park Street. Okay. On Oak and Santa Clara. Just pretend I don't have the marker, otherwise I'd write Santa Clara. At 7 o'clock. This is the group, like last year for Black Lives Matter. There was a lot of marches and rallies going on. And young students from Alameda High School and Encinal High School here in Alameda, they put together a huge march and a car caravan, and it was awesome. And they did it from Washington Park, which was up there by Webster Street, and marched all the way down to City Hall, which was like the reverse of, like on the 4th of July, Alameda has one of them long parades, but it goes from on the east side of Alameda all the way over to the west side, but they did it the reverse. And it was a huge march and rally. And I think they did 2, possibly 3 things like that. And that was in support of Black Lives Matter. So now this one is for anti-Asian violence. So hopefully I will see you guys out there. I intend to be there. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna march. I'm too old to be trying to march. If anything, I will get in my car and I'm sure they're gonna have a caravan, and I will caravan and honk the horn and yell and stuff like that. When you get a certain age, you can't march. And I've done all my marching from back in the 70s during the anti-Vietnam war rallies and all the other anti-war protests that the United States has been in ever since Vietnam. So I think I've earned the right to not march. But I will be down there at City Hall. I don't know if Uncle Dave's going to be out there now. I thought Uncle Dave was out of town. I think he's out, or maybe he'll be back. I don't know. And Sharon, I need to know the name of that book. I got to read that book. I know I was supposed to read a book. What's the name of that book? I got to get that book and read it, because that's part of my book club thing. I'm supposed to read that book. Thank you. So anyway, there's that. Now, let's see. Let me see if I can turn this thing around so y'all can look at me when I talk. I just can't. It might help if I take it out of the case. I put it on the case while I was outside. I don't know, that don't seem too much better. Oh, it's just me. Anyway, this thing about the Colorado Boulder, Colorado, the mass shooting, 10 people killed, including a Boulder, Colorado cop. And I have to say that yesterday I made a statement about the guy that they had as the suspect. I made the assumption that it was a white guy. And I came to that assumption that the shooter was white because when I saw the picture of him being taken away, he looked like a white dude because the camera was up above and everything. And plus the fact that they took him alive.
It's 7:10 p.m.
Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh, got that indigestion. So they took him alive. So I made the assumption that the shooter, the killer, was white because they took him alive and because he had this beard and he looked like he was white from the angle of the camera. Well, after that, then I saw other reports and it turned out and I'm going to make the assumption that he's a Muslim because of his name. And I don't know, a lot of times just because you got a certain name that don't make you a Muslim, but he does have a name which I would make the assumption that he is Muslim. And if he is Muslim, I don't know. But so I guess, when you spell the word assume, ASSUME, ass out of you and me, I don't know if it made an ass out of anybody else, but I know it made an ass out of me because I made the assumption that it was a white guy. And like I said, because of the angle of the camera and because of the fact that they took him alive. If it turns out that this guy is a Muslim, and if it turns out that, this was some kind of, on his part, a religious thing, and Islam does not teach people to go out there and kill just because, they don't teach that no more than the Christian Bible does or the Jewish Torah or any other religious denominations teach that. I think what it is, people pervert the holy books of their different religions to fit what they want it to be, whether it's the Muslims, the Jews, or the Christians. We've all committed crimes in the name of God. Okay. Yeah, Sharon, I think they did think he was white too. That was on me, so that's my bad. I'm making those assumptions, but there was a thing that I do want to address was that usually they always say people do something where they have mental issues or they're having disabilities or whatever, and usually when it's white guys who do the shooting, and then they always talk about how they were mentally incapacitated and they were having emotional stuff, like the dude in Atlanta, Georgia. The cop, the chief of police sat up there and said he was having a bad day. So I don't know if I doubt very seriously that they're going to say that this Arab brother, this Arab man, the Arab killer, was having a bad day. And then I heard somebody make the statement on TV, of course, on the news, that he can't be really mental case because he surrendered. He told the cops he was alive and he surrendered. So there is a big difference, when a white Christian American commits a crime, it's not considered an act of terrorism. It's considered he was mental and he was having emotional problems and all that other kind of stuff. Well, my thing is that the killer in Boulder, Colorado, I want him to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I don't care what color, what religion he is. I'm just making my little confession about how I made the assumption he was white because they took him alive and because of the angle of the camera, and he looked like he was white. That's on me, But I just want to see how it's going to play out, whether or not they're going to talk about he was having mental and emotional problems or not. Then I also want to leave with this whole situation about the riots in Miami and Florida. where, spring break, everybody goes down to Miami, South Beach, and they go out there and they do all that. And it's all the college kids. It strikes me as is the difference was the mayor of the city sat up there and made a statement. Again, it's on YouTube, on the news, that these were not college students. The majority of them were not college students. They were just people out there who came to raise hell and to act a fool and destroy and everything else. Well, y'all know what code words is. They use certain code words. So if they say they wasn't college students, they would say basically that they wasn't white college students. Okay? And in the news media, they showed all the black kids, standing on cars, and they showed the little dude up there with his pants falling down, throwing and everybody jumping to get the money and all that stuff. And then they showed the police fighting the college students. Oh, I'm sorry, some of those who were not college students. The majority of them was black and brown. And then they talked about there was like 900 people was arrested. It strikes me as kind of funny is that, and then they also made the thing about how they found guns and knives. And then you look at January 6th when the white supremacists, the Trumpers, the Confederates, the Ku Klux Klan, the Proud Boys, the QAnons, and they attacked the Capitol, the Congressional building, and they attacked it. And when everything was over and done with, they had a total of not 900, not 800, not 500. Hell, they didn't even arrest 100 people that day. If I'm not mistaken, they said 50 people got arrested. Now, over the course of all the videos and the pictures and FBI investigation and all this other crap, they've identified and they've charged 300 people. 300 white supremacists and right-wingers and Confederates and Trumpers out of thousands that invaded the Washington, D.C. And then you look at all the majority of those who were arrested in Miami are blacks and browns. And then they're trying to say that they weren't college students. There's always a difference. If you guys ever look at the news, it's like when black people, when we do something, they come down on us hard, real hard. And I always call it a riot, and they tell us that we're savages and animals and everything else. But when college students, white college students in predominantly white towns have a riot to celebrate their basketball team or their football team winning a championship, and they destroy cars and they attack police cars and they burn and stuff like that, they don't have that same kind of response. The police don't do that same kind of response to white people, whether it's the white supremacists in Washington, D.C., or white college students or white people celebrating their football team or their basketball team winning a championship. And now all of a sudden, all those spring breakers that descended on Florida, which Florida was also declared an open state by the governor, saying they don't need to wear masks no more. So basically what I'm saying is there is a big difference in how the police enforce the law when it comes to us and when it comes to them. Okay? Because when it comes to them, they use kid gloves. They didn't even bother to do too much of anything to the white supremacists. 900 predominantly black and brown people, allegedly the majority of them were not college students, according to the mayor, but 50 in D.C., only 50. Again, 300 have now been identified and charged by the FBI. And here's another point. How many of them do you think are actually going to get any real time? I mean, like that stupid guy with the one called Simon, and that dude put his feet up on the desk, and people high profile, they gonna probably get a little bit of time, but you know they ain't gonna get them white boys no real time.
It's 7:20 p.m.
So this is not about me being racist, because even though you hear me say white this and white that, black this and black that, brown this and brown that, I'm really trying to say the whole thing of the difference in how the law responds. Roshan, what's up with you? What's up, Ron Bell? The difference in how the police respond to them and how they respond to us. And they also showed a thing on YouTube where the police was chasing some dude in Miami. And in the process of chasing him, the police and this young 19-year-old black college student from Detroit, they collided with each other. She wasn't trying to tackle no police. She a little skinny little black girl. He big old husky lumberjack football looking cop. And they collided with each other and both of them fell down. And then they both got up. And I don't know, maybe the cop thought that this little young 19-year-old black college student had deliberately tackled him or run into him, because he ran over there and pushed her, and she defended herself. She kicked out at him, and then the cop jumped on her and was choking her. And then other cops came and she got arrested. There's a big difference. You didn't see those cops choking no white supremacists on January 6th. Then the cops was getting their butt beat on January 6th, because they really did not think that these people were going to attack them, because they had American flags, they had Trump flags, they had Make America Great Again MAGA flags, and they had the damn Confederate flags, and they had the blue thin line "We support the police" flags. So a lot of those cops was probably on the side of the Trump people. Now, how many of them do you think are going to wake up and smell the coffee and say, well, you know, maybe these people really ain't on our side? Ain't going to be too many. What's up with it, Mark? What's going on, man? Paul, what's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, what's up? Okay, y'all, so I'm going to stop. It's my Reveille that went off twice, 7 o'clock, 7:10, 7:20. So it's time for me to get up off of here. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about that. And like I said, there will be this anti-Asian violence march tomorrow here in Alameda. And I'm going to join it via car. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not marching via car. And more than likely, I will do my shout out from City Hall tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And so... don't excuse my hair. I can't do nothing with my hair. I gotta go get a haircut, y'all. Here we go. Mabuhay, Amandla, Hokahe, Harambe, Ashe, Que Viva, Mahalo, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, Namaste, Wakanda forever. Yeah, you know, all like that. Hey, y'all. Stay safe, stay strong, wear a mask. I wear a mask every day when I go outside. I ain't went nowhere yesterday, but I do wear my mask when I do go out. And I went out today. It was actually kind of nice. It was windy out on the balcony. And I'm going to get my shot tomorrow. I'm going to get my second shot. And to all of you who have gone to get your shots, right on. To all of you who refuse to do it, I understand. I feel you. Oh, excuse me. Normally, I subscribe to that position too. I ain't going to get no shots. You know, I know all about Tuskegee, and I know all about how they done did us in the past. But this coronavirus thing is a whole different situation, and I choose to do this. Sharon, peace be with you, my sister. I love you, Sharon. Sharon, what's the name of the book? I need to get the name of the book. I got to get that book because I got to read the book. Okay? But, you know, it is what it is, and stay safe, y'all. Stay strong. And for those of you who are thinking about it, getting the shot, get it. Please. All right. Get up out of here. I got indigestion. I don't know why I be getting indigestion. Every time I get ready to get this. Read the comments. Paul, you got your second shot today? Go on, bro. I'm going to get mine tomorrow. Actually, I got to go get mine downtown at Marriott Hotel. I guess inside their convention center. The first one I got, it was at the old AAA building on West MacArthur, across from Mosswood Park. Yeah, this thing broke. I'm going to see if Crazy Glue will work. Good thing my phone didn't break. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here because I don't want my reveille to go off for a third time because then I know I've been really talking too long. Okay, y'all. And Sharon, I'm going to read the comments so I can figure out what the name of the book is. All right. I love y'all. Peace be with you all.